From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina. June 9th, 2016. It's a Thursday, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
And I hope you're all doing well today, and glad to have you back with us.
Thank you, dear.
Stuff going on all over the place. I'll tell you what, I love this time of year.
I do too.
It's been a beautiful week.
I was about to say, and the weather's been fantastic.
It has been. When's our next business after hours?
Well, we do business after hours the third Thursday of every month. So the next one falls on the 16th of this month.
Okay.
And it runs from 5:30 to 7. We're going to be at Town Place Suites by Marriott, which is right on North Park Drive.
By Mary who?
Marriott.
Was she related to Mel Ott of baseball fame? Maybe not. But, oh, Marriott.
Marriott.
Oh, you mean like where you stay?
Marriott.
Places like that.
Beautiful
Yes, thank you.
hotel here in our town, and we're real excited that they're opening the doors and welcoming the business community to come out. Again, it's always the third Thursday from 5:30 to 7. In the summer months, we do overlap sometimes with the Center Street Jams. And here's the beautiful thing. Guess what?
What's the beautiful thing?
You can come to business after hours, leave business after hours, and head downtown, and be downtown from 7 to 9 and enjoy Center Street Jams. So it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
So that's a whole evening of entertainment right there.
It's a whole evening of entertainment. And there'll be great food and beverages. We partner with R.E. Jeffries, which does so much and gives so much back in our community. And so you can come get a bite to eat there and then head downtown. And they've got more food and beverages downtown. I took the kids last week to the last Center Street Jam, and Spare Change played, and we had a ball. It was Military Appreciation Night. Oh, yeah. And the DGDC had this huge banner out that said, don't quote me on this, Downtown Goldsboro supports our military or appreciates military. It was just a really nice thing, but the cool thing was they had all the kids come and put their hands in red and blue paint.
Wow.
And handprint it. So it was really neat.
Oh, that is fantastic.
It was neat.
Now, the Business After Hours is a feature offered by the Chamber of Commerce of Wayne County. Do you have to be a member of the Chamber to attend?
Well, so here it's that's a good question.
I think I just thought of it myself.
Here's the thing.
Yes, what's the
all
thing?
of our events that are offered through the chamber, unless we've got a speaker coming in, and say it's a luncheon cost. If you're a member of the chamber, it's at a discounted cost. You just pay the cost of what it costs to have the meal. If you're not a chamber member, we charge more, hopefully with the incentive that you'll see the value in and go, you know what, I'm just going to join so I can come to all of this. But our networking events are marketed to our chamber members. However, I speak to a lot of people that are going, I've been thinking about joining the chamber, and I'll say, come join us at Business After Hours. Come see what it's about. So if you're watching and you're going, I've been thinking about it, or I was a member in another lifetime and I'd like to talk about it again, absolutely. Come join us. Give me a call. Just stop by. We'd love to see you and speak with you.
And that is exactly why I asked the question.
You are so good.
I just wanted to hear you say all
that.
that.
Not your first interview, is it?
Well, not really. I did one yesterday. Anyway, I wanted to ask, and I'm sure someone has to be out there who has no idea of the benefits offered by being a member of the Chamber of Commerce of Wayne County. There's a ton of benefits. When I need something, I will almost 999 times out of 1,000 call. First of all, I'll go to the chamber website, and I'll call if I need, say, car repair or something like that, if my mechanic's out of town or something like that, or if it's something I need, I'll go to a chamber member first. And then I almost always find what I need.
Yeah.
Almost always, because being a chamber member is a proven you've proven yourself. You proved that you are an entrusted member of the community, that you're an entrusted business person here in Wayne County and in Goldsboro, and that you just do things right.
Well, thank you for that, one, because we work really hard to promote in the community, supporting local businesses that are supporting the community in which we live in. My license plate says, well, it's abbreviated, support local, SPTLOCAL. And the whole mindset is support local, support your local law enforcement, support your local businesses, support your local educator, however you want to interpret it, support your local military families. All of it's relative. But so thank you for what you said, because we do talk a lot about supporting the businesses who are supporting the community in which we live in. And so it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. We've got right at 600 businesses that are a part of our chamber. We've talked about it a lot. The My Chamber app is a free download on your smartphone. We've had, I pulled a report last week, over 16,000 uses since we launched it a year ago.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool. And that's where you can locate all the chamber members, get directions, phone number, links to their website, keyword searches. I mean, you name it, you can get it there. And you can also access who's offering business discounts to other chamber members and to our military families through our Seymour Savings program.
And I know another way it's used as well. When I need something from, say, another city or another state or something to talk to someone there, I will almost always call the Chamber of Commerce to get information. And the same is true here. People call from all over the country to our Chamber of Commerce.
It is wild.
All over the country, they're calling Wayne County, right?
It is wild, the phone calls that we get. And that's so true. And I'll tell you also about the app. Say you're going to a business meeting, because we know you're not going to go out of town to do your shopping, but say you're going out of town to visit a family member and you're in Greenville, North Carolina. So you've just run over to Pitt County. You can take the app that you've downloaded from your chamber here in Wayne County and click at the top and say select a different chamber. They have right at 500 chambers across the country who are part of this mobile app device. And when you select the Pitt Greenville chamber, immediately you have access to all of their chamber members. So then you can then take it a step further and support a community that you're visiting and support the businesses that are engaged in their community.
Wow.
Isn't it a wonderful, beautiful thing?
That is fantastic.
Yes.
All right. So it makes it easy for you.
Yeah.
So if you were considering or even thought about it, even if you haven't thought about it, think about becoming a member of the Chamber of Commerce of Wayne County. I strongly support them.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Let's go to our next, whatever it is we do here. What do we do? We're going to go to that, whatever it is. Our guest today in the studio, we're here with Leia Davis, and Leia is with Habitat for Humanity. And welcome.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good. Nice to be here.
It's good to have you with us. It's been a while since you've been here.
Yep.
Matt Whittle is on assignment, right?
That's right.
Okay.
He sent me today. So.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Now, tell me, a few weeks ago, we went through Women Build. Tell me about that.
Well, Women Build, we were talking about it on the show before before it happened, so some of you guys may be familiar with it. But we had an outstanding turnout for Wayne County. It's a build that we have every single year. It encourages women from all walks of life to come out and build on our construction site. And our goal was 50. With 50 women, we get a grant from Lowe's, which really helps us out in the building all year long. We were able. Women and all the participants, we had 63, I believe.
Wonderful.
So yeah, we had an outstanding build.
That is great.
It was 3 days. We got a lot done, and the women can build just as good as guys can. So
Well, of course
which
they
we know
can.
that we
Yeah,
know that we do it every year.
already,
So
yeah. I mean,
it went really well.
There's been books written on that,
That's
and movies made about that.
That's right. But it was a
Brad
great
Pitt
time.
started one of those, I think. Yeah.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Well, it went really well. So we were really proud of the ladies in Wayne County that came out and helped us.
That is wonderful.
And it was great.
60-some, boy, that is fantastic. And we were out there. We did some videotaping out there and saw a lot of the work going on. And they were building a house for Habitat for Humanity, and this house was purchased by the homeowner there now.
That's right.
And homeowners who buy houses through Habitat for Humanity have certain criteria that they must meet, including Sweat equity.
That's right. That's right. So we had, along with those women in the community, we had homeowners out there as well working towards their house. So it was a really good, diverse group, and all of them were working really hard. The homeowner we were building for was actually out there as well.
And the son as well was out
that's
there.
right. The whole family.
The whole family was out there working on that house. I wanted to mention also that, and we've talked about this many times, the Habitat for Humanity homeowner program is not a giveaway program. They have to actually purchase a house. They go through credit check.
That's right.
They have, but there are certain benefits to buying a home. And these are individuals who, for one reason or another, have not been able to purchase a home for whatever reason.
That's right. We just believe everybody deserves a decent place to live. Everybody deserves a place to call home. Right. So they own their own house, but they pay an affordable mortgage because they pay for the home at cost to build the home. So it really cuts out some of those fees that can make a home so expensive since no one's profiting off of their home. But at the end of it, it's theirs, just like anyone else that's buying a house, and they can do with it whatever.
And I believe it was an older couple. Not elderly, but older couple.
We have families, all ages, races, genders. We don't care. We believe everybody deserves a home. So our families are very diverse. Some are retired, some are working, some are two parents live in the home. Some are single parents. Some are individuals. It can be a family of one. So it's really great seeing the different groups of people. It's not just one particular type of person.
Right. Very good. And Women Build, a big success, and doing it again next year, right?
Every year, yep. The week of Mother's Day. So go ahead and ahead and mark it on your calendar.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Now, Habitat for Humanity recently joined the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, we did.
Wonderful.
We did. We're very excited about that. Our Restore is celebrating with the Chamber on June 23rd. It is a Thursday. At 11:30, we're going to have a ribbon cutting at the store.
All right.
So we're very excited to be Chamber members and to form that partnership.
That's fantastic, and I know you'll receive a lot of benefit from being Chamber members,
absolutely.
and you'll be able to expand the word about Habitat and the Restore. Restore is an amazing place. If you haven't been to the Habitat for Humanity Restore, it's on Mulberry Street.
That's right.
Near City Hall.
It's 124 East Mulberry Street.
There you go.
Right on the corner off of John. And we sell just about everything there. So
just about everything.
Yeah, new, gently used items. It's a thrift store, but building materials, clothing, you name it, it's probably there. So.
Literally building materials. You go upstairs and you've got windows and doors and paint and
right.
plumbing and electrical supplies and everything. Plus downstairs you've got clothing, you've got
furniture,
a tremendous amount of books.
Yes. So we accept just about everything, new or gently used. We welcome people to donate there. Everything donated and sold does help us to build more homes in Wayne County. So it does impact us directly here as well. Stays here, it's local. But everything sold just continues to build more homes. It helps us to do that. And also everyone can shop there. It's for everybody, not just for homeowners.
It's for everybody.
Yeah, that's right.
I go in once in a while myself.
Yeah. It's good deals.
Leah, tell us, give us, we know where it is now. It's near the corner of John and Mulberry. What's that phone number there if anybody has a question?
The number is 919-736-9550.
736-9550.
That's right.
Okay, you see the number on the screen? Totally disregard that. That's okay. It's okay.
Well, that number is our office number. It can be called as well.
Oh, that's the office number.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
All right, let's look at that again. And if you want to get in touch with anybody in the office like Matthew Whittle when he's not on assignment, 736-9592.
And if you call the office number, we can direct you to the store. But,
there you go.
But if you ever want to be put on a pickup list, if you have something to donate that maybe you can't bring to us, it's a good number to call as well.
Or if you want to volunteer.
Absolutely. We can always use volunteers.
Always volunteers needed, right.
Yep. We build Tuesday through Saturday, and the Restore accepts volunteers Monday through Saturday, so we are busy folks.
Yes, you are very much, and I appreciate you coming in. Leah Davis with
me.
Habitat for Humanity. Thanks for coming in. We're pleased to have our special guest with us today, Sheriff Larry Pierce, Wayne County Sheriff. Hey, man.
Good morning.
Appreciate you coming in. How you doing?
Thank you. Great.
We're right in the middle of preparation for graduation. There's a lot of graduation going on. University, college, high schools, and other schools, kids are graduating. Wanted you to come in, if you would, please, Sheriff, and give us some advice about how, A, we should tell our young adults how to be acting on on graduation night, particularly, and how the parents should be working with these youth to keep them out of trouble and keep them straight in at graduation time.
Well, as you know, peer groups are everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And very, very strong in our schools.
Yes.
So we are asking our young adults, being our graduates, to please use their good common sense. There are some statistics I'd like to share with you relating to drunk driving and the deadly crashes we're having in Wayne County, and we do not need any more statistics like that.
That's right.
And so I encourage the parents to relate to their children. We cannot always be their friend. Sometimes we have to be their parent.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And so I encourage them to please monitor their activities, and let's keep our young people safe and alive this year.
Well, give me some idea of what you're talking about as far as numbers.
Well, as you probably already aware, and some of the citizens I'm sure are aware, we have a new DWI task force here in Wayne County. It was implemented back in November.
Yes, I do.
And the reason we had to do that was because of the statistics that we were seeing here in Wayne County. Wayne County is in one of the top 25 counties for the deadliest crashes and unrestrained motorists in the state. We have more DWI and unrestrained fatalities than the other 75% of the counties.
When you say unrestrained fatalities, you're talking about fatalities due to not wearing a seatbelt.
That is correct, and coupled with a lot of being the DWIs.
DWI.
Now, the statistics tell us that a crash occurs in Wayne County every 2.5 hours on average, and a citizen will die in a crash in Wayne County on average one every 17 days.
Good grief.
So if you consider all those factors, Wayne County has a real problem that we have tried to address, and we have found that almost 10% of the people we're stopping are under the influence of either alcohol or drug impairment.
1 out of every 10 people.
Just about. Right now we're drawing close to that.
Man, I thought we were doing a little better.
Well, again, it's not all alcohol related either.
I understand.
We're having a lot of drug problems that are relating to our arrests that are driving.
Every community in the country is having a problem with that right now, an increased problem with drugs on the streets. And I know you guys are doing all you can, especially with the task force in place, and I know they're working hard to get a handle on this.
They are.
So, so what do you tell parents? How do you make sure your kids are doing what they need to be doing on graduation night?
Well, again, they have to monitor their activities, and I know they're 17 and 18 already, but they're still very impressionable, and the parents must look and see what these students or these young adults are doing and who they're going to be with. And it's not 100%, we know that, but it is something that the kids need to know, that they still have a parent or a guardian there that cares about them.
Now, most kids, you and I both know that most young adults are responsible people.
Yes.
Once in a while, there's one that kind of takes off on his own and just decides he's going to do what he wants to do, thinking he knows exactly or she knows exactly what's best for them, without regard to anything else.
Yes.
And those are the ones that are becoming statistics.
That's right.
So, what do we do?
Well, again, if a parent needs some help in an area maybe that they're trying to relate to these students, call us. We'll refer them. Either we'll try to help them or we'll refer them to some local counselors that may be able to help intervene on some of these problems.
That's great.
And I know we have an embarrassment type situation sometimes that we feel restrained and we feel like we don't want to come out and say we need some help. Yeah. But we're here to help.
Now, and I'm glad you said that, because you're not saying that if a parent calls and says my child might have a tendency to go out with friends and perhaps do something he shouldn't be doing, you're not going to say, well, we'll find him and put him in jail.
No, that's not our intention at all.
You're going to help these people.
We are trying to help any way we can. Intervention and rehabilitation I'm very concerned about sometimes we don't quite put enough effort in that. And you know, once it goes to a point, we do have to enforce the law. I can't say that we're not going to enforce the law.
I understand.
But we are trying to intervene at a point that we don't have to enforce it if we can catch it early enough.
Exactly. So how would a parent or a guardian contact a person who can help?
Well, the school has a lot of resources, so I would suggest before the school closes, if they see a problem, go to the guidance counselor and tell them my child needs some help. Give me a referral and let them help them refer to another counselor even after school hours. But we will also help as law enforcement. We'll be glad to sit down. I have some folks that'll be glad to sit down and talk with individuals. Now, we're not professional counselors, but we'll be glad to help and refer to the local counselors if we need to.
All right. Parents and guardians need to understand that we're talking about the child's life.
That is correct.
The child's life. You think about that. So if there's anything that you can do to help prevent a tragedy, this is what you need to do. You need to contact your school, your guidance counselor, or any of the suggestions that the sheriff has made.
We want to help any way we can.
I know you can. I know you will. Sheriff, I appreciate you coming in and talking to us.
Appreciate it.
Sheriff Larry Pierce of Wayne County. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Caroline Taylor. I'm the valedictorian of Charles B. Aycock High School. I will be attending the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill in the fall, and I plan to major in psychology.
Hi, my name is Cameron Cook. I'm salutatorian for Charles B. Aycock High School, and I plan to attend East Carolina University next fall with a major in psychology.
Hi, my name is Najir Bowden. I am salutatorian of Goldsboro High School. I plan to attend East Carolina University in the fall and major in engineering.
Hi, my name is Deja Matthews. I'm the valedictorian at Goldsboro High School. I will be attending Fayetteville State University and major in accounting.
Hi, my name is Ethan Quinn. I'm valedictorian of Eastern Wayne High School. I plan to attend East Carolina University in the fall to major in engineering.
Hi, my name is Colin Nix. I'm the salutatorian of Eastern Wayne High School. I plan to attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and major in business.
Hi, my name is Samantha Creech and I'm the valedictorian at Rosewood High School. In the fall, I plan to attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill to major in international business.
Hello, my name is Dylan Melgar. I'm the salutatorian of Rosewood High School. I'm going to attend the North Carolina State University and I'll major in psychology.
Hi, I'm Allison Barrow, Southern Wayne High School's valedictorian. I plan attending Meredith College in the fall to earn a double major in business and accounting.
Hi, my name is Aubrey Sasser. I am Southern Wayne salutatorian, and in the fall we'll be attending NC State University, majoring in biology and minoring in Spanish.
Hi, my name is Cassie Alphin. I'm the salutatorian at Spring Creek High School, and this fall I plan to attend NC State University and major in English Creative Writing.
Hi, my name is Austin Gray. I'm the valedictorian of Spring Creek High School. In the fall, I plan to attend NC State and study engineering.
Back on Wayne Goldsboro Television, thank you for being with us. A quick reminder that this program airs every day, Monday through Friday, not the same one, it's a different one every day, at 7 a.m. and then again at noon, then again at 5:30 p.m. All right, love to have you join us each day for the program. And the noon and 5:30 program are repeats of the early morning show. But some people watch because you may have missed something. Also, you can go to YouTube and catch it, all right? You can click on go to waynegov.com and click on the link in the upper right-hand corner, YouTube link, and take you right to our channel. There's a lot of great stuff on there.
There is, and I think it's really neat that y'all are uploading it and keeping it as an archive, because if you miss something, or say you watch something and you go, gosh, so-and-so would really enjoy watching that program, you can go to you can tell them to go to YouTube, or you can actually forward the link onto them in an email, or you can share it on social media.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Over at the Senior Center, today is the 9th. There is an iPad, iPhone class for beginners at 9:45 this morning, and then an intermediate class for same at 10:45 this morning. Also today at the Senior Center on East Ash Street, the painting group meets. They will be playing bingo at 10 o'clock. The bridge group meets at 1. Pinochle today at 1 o'clock. The senior functional fitness testing. That sounds really strange.
Woo!
Oh, yeah, boy, that's not for me. That's too hard. I'm just kidding. Alzheimer's and Dementia Education Enlightenment at 5:30 this afternoon. Golden Grooves dance class today at 6. Boogie Boogie. And the Learn Fitness Equipment class today at 7:30 p.m. Now, here's today's trivia question before we find out what's special about today. What did I do with my what's special about today?
I didn't touch it.
I know you didn't. I know you put it somewhere. Where did I put it? I put it somewhere. That's not it. I may have to do this in the third segment because I kind of lost it.
What's the trivia question?
Oh yeah, I was going to ask a trivia question for today. Again, the category, as one day last week, is New York City. Okay. That's the category, New York City. Who served as mayor of New York City from 1934 to 45? But there's more. That's a hard one. That's the hard part.
Yeah,
all right, here's the clue. And eventually had a major airport named after him. He was mayor up until 1945 and had a major airport named for him. And if you don't know the answer, once you hear it, you'll know it. And his name was not Idlewild. But anyway. All right, that's the trivia question for today. Very quickly, a couple of things here. More than 27,000 moped owners are to receive the second notices about upcoming insurance requirement. Moped owners are going to be required to have insurance. North Carolina DMV mailing over 27,000, nearly 28,000 second notices this week to remind moped owners about a new law that will require the vehicles to be insured beginning July 1. Moped owners whose vehicles are registered with DMV received an initial letter about the change in late April. So get with the program. Check with DMV office out on East Ash Street or go by the Highway Patrol office. I'm sure they can help you.
Because July 1 will be here very soon. I had not heard that till you announced it the other day.
And we'll talk about drones tomorrow.
Because there's a lot of activity with those suckers.
Something very, very popular now.
Yes.
Drones, and if you haven't seen one, then you're in the minority because there's a lot of them out there, tons of them out there.
There are.
And they're being abused. As a matter of fact, use of drone usage has increased tremendously, and there are people out there who are using them in a bad way. They can be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fun.
You know, I've seen a lot of incredible uses with them. I watched a wedding video that somebody here locally had done.
Really?
And I was watching some of the angles they were doing of like the bridal party and coming over the wedding. And I'm like, well, how did he do?
Mm-hmm.
It was a drone.
Drone, yeah.
How brilliant is that?
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
Oh, yes. There you go.
Yes.
All right. We're going to go to our next segment, and we'll be back after that. Today we're talking with Sergeant Paige Learnard of Crime Stoppers, the Crime Stoppers coordinator. And how are you?
Doing great, thank you.
Great to have you with us.
Thank you for having us as always.
All right, we're chasing bad guys. Who's the bad guy now?
Well, today I want to talk about a case that happened that the Sheriff's Department is investigating.
Okay.
May 30th, at about 8:30 at night, the subway on Highway 117 South was robbed. They had a white male go into the store.
That's at Marmac, isn't it?
Right, in the Marmac area.
Near Old Mount Olive Road.
That's right.
Okay,
right.
Little shopping center there.
Exactly. They had a subject go in at 8:30, still early in the evening. You know, there's still a lot of traffic going on, still a lot of people eating at that hour. A lot of activity in that vicinity, and this individual went into the store and acted as if he had a gun. They didn't present a gun, but acted as if he possibly did have a gun, and demanded the money. The cashier gave up cash, and obviously the subject fled the store. And fortunately for them, they have great surveillance photos, and I just feel confident somebody out there is going to look at this picture, and they're going to know who this is.
That is... I don't know the guy, but that's a pretty good picture.
That's a pretty good picture. And obviously the Sheriff's Department would like to hear from somebody out there. Detective Mitchell's investigating this case, but as always, they can contact him directly, or they can give me a call at Crime Stoppers if they think they know who this person is, or definitely if they know who this person is, and obviously it's a felony. So it would make them eligible for a cash reward. And
so what is the line of thinking on someone who walks into a place of business
right.
and says or implies to have a weapon?
Right.
He implies to have a weapon and pretends to have a weapon. What should they do? Should they question? Well, if you're going to rob me, I want to see a gun.
No, you know, obviously,
You don't do
the
that?
last thing you want to do is agitate the suspect.
Yeah.
You know, the simplest thing is to remember it's not your cash that you're dealing with. You know, I hate to throw that back on the business, but, you know, the employee working at the store, it's not your money, and whatever's in that register or that safe is not worth your life. So just give them what they want and don't agitate the suspect.
They really may have a weapon.
Right, they may have, and sometimes they have it, they just don't present it, or sometimes they present it. You know, you just never know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
don't agitate. That's what washing machines do.
That's
So don't-
exactly right.
Well, sorry,
Yeah,
throw
leave
in.
that to the washing machine.
Leave that to the washing machine. That's right. Just thought I'd throw that in, trying to help.
Okay.
Okay. So, so you said there may be a reward.
Yeah, no, there's, you know, if they can help us identify this suspect, obviously this is a felony, you know, robbing a store is a felony. And so if they are the individual that gives us information to identify the subject and it leads the investigator to make an arrest, then that makes them eligible for that cash reward. You know, as always, a lot of times when we have good surveillance pictures, I tend to get a lot of phone calls.
Yeah, let's put those pictures back up again.
Yeah, the quicker the better. You know,
Right.
it's a matter of who gets the information to me. The quickest is who will get paid first.
He who acts quickly
Yes,
gets paid first.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
All right. And sometimes the rewards have been split.
Have they?
If, you know, there could be multiple defendants and say 2 callers give us equal amount of information, which closes the case out or solves it. So there are some cases where you can split the proceeds.
So the reward is for each individual crime rather than each piece of information.
Not necessarily for each crime, but sometimes when we start working a case, it might lead us into, like, say we see that we only see one person in the surveillance photo. But say maybe a caller calls and says, hey, actually there was 2 people in a car and they were waiting and these are these people. You know, sometimes callers will lead us in a direction that's not obvious to us.
Right.
And obviously if there's other people that are aiding in the commission of the crime, we want them too.
Okay.
So, you know, I try to pay out the reward to everybody that I can because that's what it's there for.
That's what it's there for.
Right.
And you see the numbers crawling at the bottom of the screen there, 919-735-2255 or 919-222-4230.
That's right. Got it.
Yeah, I knew that. Okay. 919-222-4230 is the text number.
That's correct.
And 919-735-2255. And Sergeant Paige Learnard, Coordinator for Crime Stoppers, I thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Very good.
I'm Carolyn Hill, and I was the chairperson of this of the committee that kind of, got this project going and that kind of stuff. And with Marty's help at the library, and Diane Kester, and Chris here at the museum, and Gary, wherever he is, Gary Bartlett with the Historical Association, we'd like to thank you guys all for coming out tonight, and thank you for the artists who participated in this. I think some of you were kind of intimidated by the history component at first, but you all took it and ran with it. And I'm really proud of what you've done, and it looks really good. So give yourselves a round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christopher Lawson. I work here at the Wayne County Museum. Wanted to tell you about our wonderful event we have this evening. It is called Stroll Down Memory Wayne. We had 13 different artists who have done 23 artists who did 13 different pictures of Wayne County's history from past to present. And a very beautiful collection that we have up here of different panels from early colonial history to the Civil War to Seymour Johnson. So beautiful pieces, and thank all the artists for participating in this event. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's Chris Watson again with one of our artists, Mr. Zeno Spence. Mr. Zeno, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine, and I'm enjoying all my fellow artists' work here.
Isn't that wonderful? We have a wonderful, beautiful thing tonight with all the little artist community, so that's great.
And we're blessed with the number of artists.
We are very blessed with that.
I can remember when you could count them on your hands.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
What is so nice is seeing the history.
It is.
And they've done such a nice job presenting it.
Exactly, yeah, it is.
It's looking very, very nice.
Very nice.
It's a pleasure to be here tonight.
Oh, it's always. So it's nice to have you here, and thank you so much, Zeno, for participating in this event with us.
Well, now, what I want to know now is the refreshments ready?
They are ready to go.
Well, I'll see you later.
We'll see you later then. All right, thank you everyone for joining us again. I got another artist here, my neighbor, Rob Rigsby. Hey Rob, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Well, thanks for attending, and really enjoy the paintings you did. Tell us about some of the paintings you did.
Oh, they assigned me kind of 2 time periods, and the first one was to try to document some events from Waynesboro before it became Goldsboro. And it was more located down on the river, and of course we have the Waynesboro Center out there now, and I went over there and got some reference material, and they said the high point of Waynesboro was when the steamship came up the Neuse River and met the first steam train there in Goldsboro. So the vision in my head, it was like a promontory point kind of thing, like out west where the trains met.
Where the trains met.
So I did the painting where you could just see the steamship down on the river and then the early train up on the railroad tracks.
All right, well that's really nice.
Yeah.
I like that promontory point. That's really cool.
And actually, it wasn't so much like that. I used a little artistic license, I guess.
There you go, yeah.
But actually, the train was probably a little bit farther away and probably couldn't see the steamship at the same time. But like I said, I used a little artistic license to put
Well, Rob, that is so good, and we thank you so much for participating in this.
Oh, I was thrilled. It was good that they asked me. Thank you, Carolyn Hill.
Yeah, thank you, Carolyn Hill, as well. Thank you. Again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here. We have another artist, Mr. Maximilian Mazingo. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Mazingo.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, can we call you Emperor? Tell us about. Oh, hi, Max. Max, tell us about some of the artwork you've done here.
Well, my pieces are right here above the door and to your left. My piece mainly was on the civil rights and the upcoming of the civil rights, and it just pictured certain events that happened in Wayne County. And with the help of Marty and the library, we did the research. Just really tried to capture the essence of the pictures and all the research and what had happened, and I think it really came out great.
It is. It looks really nice, Maximilian. Very good. I know that research probably took a long time to do that, right?
I did, but Marty was a great help.
Well, that's good. He's a very nice man. So yeah, well, glad that worked out. How long, just curious, how long have you been painting, Maximilian?
Actually, I've always sketched, but I actually only been painting for like 1 year.
Oh, okay.
1 year, so.
All right, we have our next artist here, Mr. Guy Simmons, who's part of us. Nice to meet you, Mr. Simmons.
Nice to meet you too, Chris.
So please tell us about some of the artwork that you have done for this stroll down memory lane.
I did the Reconstruction education period, where they turned the schools that had been damaged during the Civil War into schools for children. They turned the churches into schools through renovations. They had also, I did a piece where I did the 135th, and they were an all-black regiment, and they fought in the latter part of the Civil War and brought it to an end, basically, with the battles they won. That was called New Horizons again. The third piece was the Freedmen's Bureau that gave out the reparations of the land and the businesses and political offices in the municipalities and things of that nature in their local areas and regions. And they were extensive in the things that they gave out to the blacks after the Civil War. So my pieces were primarily post-Civil War pieces along the timeline.
That's very interesting, Guy, and I think that's a very interesting piece of American history, because I know we talk so much about the Civil War, but it's the aftermath of the Civil War that's trying to put everything back together. That's very interesting.
Exactly. I was glad to be part of it.
Well, we appreciate it so much, Guy. Just out of curiosity, how long have you been into painting?
I started when I was 8 years old.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for being there. Yeah. Here's special. What's special about today? I'll tell you what's special about today. Today is the 9th of the month. Today is Donald Duck Day. Whee!
Can you do an impersonation?
No.
I was waiting for that.
No,
I'm
I can't
surprised.
Can't do a Donald Duck.
Very hard
Can't do a
impersonation.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Clarence Nash was the voice, the first voice of Donald Duck. Of course, he passed away some years ago.
Right.
But what an amazing man he was. He did a lot of voices, but was best known for his Donald Duck voice. Yeah. Today is also the 9th, and that means today is International Archives Day.
Okay.
So if you own an archive, feed him regularly. Okay. Also, today is Toy Industry Day, and there is an industry that is just kind of always under the radar, but wow, what a big industry that is. Mm-hmm. Today is also World APS Day, and I'm sure I have no idea what that means. Probably should have looked that one up.
Probably. We hope it's not offensive.
We'll have, as long as okay. You know, one day last week we had a, and I could not figure it out. I had no idea what it was really supposed to be. We had, and I should have mentioned it on the air because it was just, but I didn't. One day last week was Mike the Headless Chicken Day.
What is that?
Well, it turns out that there was, I had to do research, and this was after the program because I had no idea that it was there, and then I was reading it, so I said I better not read that. Anyway, Mike the Headless Chicken was a real chicken, but it was before he lost his head. As people would do in farming communities and agriculture communities, when they're going to have chicken for dinner, they go out and pick one and they chop the head off and they defeather and prepare for a meal. Well, this one had his head chopped off, and and they'll run around.
Well, I was about to say, and he kept going.
They'll run around for a long time, but this one kept going for 18 months. I'm serious, 18 months. And it was documented. He ran.
Oh, bless him.
And sat down.
But how did he?
I have no idea.
What?
Nobody could explain that. He lived for 18. He ran around for 18 months. He was no, I'm not sure he ran around. He was still active for 18 months with no head. Mike the Head, and now that was in Colorado, somewhere in Colorado, and they had built a festival around it. There's a series of events.
Poor thing. exciting.
Yeah, a series of events this time of year.
I'm not real sure how I feel about this story.
Mike the Headless Chicken
Mike,
Festival.
this show's dedicated to you. That's awful.
No.
Wow.
No. Okay, it's pretty
Wow.
bad. That's why you understand now why I didn't read it, because I didn't know where it was going. But anyway, enough of that. We're in the third segment, right? Okay,
we are, yes,
okay,
sir.
now here's the answer to today's trivia question. First of all, we have to remember, what was the question? The question was, New York City's category. The mayor who served from 1934 to 1945 eventually had an airport named for him, and his name was Fiorello LaGuardia.
Get out of town.
Yeah, no, I don't know, I'd rather be here. But
You
yeah,
know,
that was
this
his
is
name.
one of those that I'm like,
Yeah, you should have known that.
Yeah.
Fiorello LaGuardia was mayor of New York for a bunch of years, almost 10 years. And he was, for 11 years actually, he was, they had an airport named for him, and his name is LaGuardia.
it's a little tiny airport, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Right, kind of busy there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Gee whiz. Hey, what a beautiful week we're having this week. I do hope you're out and doing things. This is a great time of year to be out and doing things. The weather's been fantastic. The weather will continue to be fantastic, although into each life some rain must fall. Okay? Okay. We're going to come back in here tomorrow if they will let us in the building. And we're going to do whatever it is we do again. All right? So hope you have a great day. And if you're out and about or driving around, please wear your seat belts. It is extremely important that you do so. All right, so until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Oh, over here. And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.